Insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And down inside the 40 to about the 38. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Here's carry number 1 for Caleb Dixon. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. And now we're going to get a timeout called by the Redskin defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now Jackson on first down. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Zach Brown. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. After the interception, here's Smith. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. 5 yards on the pickup, and it'll be a second down. Out of the gun, Smith. Going up top. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. The veteran Eric Weddle there to break that one up.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Now Smith. Completes it right side to Dodson. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to fourth down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. Third down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
Now, meanwhile, they go for it on fourth down, and my goodness, incomplete. And now here come the Ravens. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves.
And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield.
Oh, my goodness. Was that a defensive back that got to him with the pressure?
Oh, look at the former defensive back. You're all smiles up here.
I hope everybody can hear my smile on that play.
Now it's Jackson. He uncorks it for Snead. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. Here's Jackson. He uncorks it for Snead. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Willie Snead, 31 yards. And the Ravens have taken the early lead. Well, so it goes for a rookie quarterback. He had the INT earlier in this first half, but he bounces back with a touchdown pass.
And you have to like the mental acumen, the toughness, the fortitude of him, because oftentimes for a rookie, you throw an interception early, you're taken right out of the game, or mentally you check out a little bit. Give him a lot of credit for bouncing back.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he probably should have stayed in the end zone as he'll muster a return up to only the 14-yard line. So the attention shifting back to Washington's offense. And on August 20th, the attention shifted to Adrian Peterson because they signed him. He's going to be a Redskin. How does he mix into the backfield?
That's what Washington is eager to find out. Remember, they drafted Darius Geis. He's gone for the season. Samaje Perine, who they expected to get some carries, he's hurt an ankle and is going to miss some reps. So they're going to bring in Adrian Peterson to see if he still has some juice. And if so, they'll make sure he touches the ball. But remember, Rob Kelly's still there. Chris Thompson is still there. We'll find out if Adrian Peterson is going to make this team.
18 yards the gain for number 18.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defense.
The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked up by Marlon Humphrey. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
After the interception, here's Jackson. He can't avoid the pressure. Redskins get there. Ryan Kerrigan in there to bring him down for a loss of 7.
Yeah, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Now it's Jackson. And that is incomplete here. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Troy Apke. Well, look at that, Chuck. A rookie picked the rookie on that play.
How about that? Is that rookie-on-rookie crime? But you know what happens, too. If you're a rookie defender, you tend to adjust to the game a little bit quicker than if you're a quarterback. Too many things still going through his mind. And on that play, the rookie defender won the battle.
And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. Give him 7 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down. A shotgun snap for Smith. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. And he's able to bring it up 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line. Charles, when plays like that work, it's a thing to behold, but sometimes we see why they're buried deep in the playbook.
And how many times have we been in practice and heard all the other guys chirping about, you know, I used to play quarterback in high school, I can do this. Until it becomes a game situation. Not quite the same in many cases.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Detroit!
On 2nd down, here's Jackson. He's got the hook up to John Brown on the right side. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. To throw is Jackson. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. John Brown. 39 yards, and the Ravens will add on to their lead. Tucker with the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. Oh, 360. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. To to throw on second down to Smith. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a third down. Here's Smith. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They're going to go for it. It's Smith. That's to his running back, complete. And he's not able to get away. He is stopped well short of a first down.
I don't know why you would do that. It's almost guaranteed points the other way. I mean, I get it if it's a late-game situation, maybe even 4th and inches. But, boy, that's a huge risk to take.
Yeah, now they're set up in prime position going the other way. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Well, you've got a receiver here who's got 1 touchdown already in this first quarter, and they were trying to double his pleasure there, wanting to continue to go to the guys already gotten into the end zone. But good coverage to make sure that this time it fell incomplete.
Drops it underneath for Collins. He's to the 10. And finally taken down at the 4-yard line. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
He's going to get it running right. Give him 3 on the gain there, 2nd and goal.
And, Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
Throwing is Jackson, and this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Mark Andrews, a 2-yard touchdown grab, and the Ravens will extend their lead.
And remember, partner, that's a rookie quarterback back there. Apparently, he's getting the hang of this NFL thing pretty quickly.
Had 3 touchdown passes. You're right, he looks comfortable. What are they doing? Anything in particular?
Well, they keep talking about making sure they're giving him plays that fit his talents and also maybe shrinking the playbook a little bit. They did tell us that. Bottom line, he's really good.
Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Again, what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Looking to throw on second down. McCoy over the middle, and it's incomplete. Jordan Reed was the intended target, and that'll make it 3rd down.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
Throwing on 3rd and long. McCoy. This one caught by Crowder. And they'll get him down here at the 23. And now the Ravens are going to take another timeout. So as they take it over, we step aside. Detroit! They're going to try and throw. And the pressure too much. Down he goes. Second quarter now. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis with you. It's the Ravens who have the football. They take over 1st and 10 in excellent field position here. Here's Collins. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. You mentioned very early on the need to establish a running game for this young QB. They really haven't been able to do that, though, in the first half.
So that means what in halftime? Adjustments time, right? Figure out what they are. Figure out the things that they really want to accomplish and who to run behind. Which are your better blockers? Find those guys and get in that direction.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And on that last drive, went for it on fourth, turned it over. But good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3. But this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on fourth down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
He's going to look deep down the field. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at third down. From the gun on third down, McCoy. He's got Thompson here, complete. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Back to the air on 2nd down. McCoy. And he finds a man on a crossing route. A good pickup there at 20 yards.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. It'll be a gain of 6, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. Operating from the gun, McCoy. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And Hopkins' kick is good. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive gets them 3, not 6.
Is it okay if I give credit to both sides on this one?
Absolutely.
All right, let's start defensively. They hung in there. 10-play drive, but they stiffened when they got close to the goal line, made them kick a field goal. And for the offense, 10-play drive. They might be a little disappointed they got a field goal, but they moved the ball down the field with dispatch and came away with points.
Back 99 Philly, here we go. 4 down, check. Leopard,
they'll begin the drive with Collins. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
They'll run it with Dixon. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. Tackle made there by Mason Foster.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things. But the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that's going to make it 4th down. On is the punter Cook, who sends it away. And that's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Washington offense will be backed up to start this drive as they've got it 1st and 10. On 1st down, McCoy. And he drops this off to Townsend, complete. And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit. But get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss him.
And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. The Redskins on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 14. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to Baltimore after this. The Redskins on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 14. From the gun, McCoy. Buying time to his left. Now he'll let it go deep down the left sideline. And a shot taken on 3rd down, unsuccessful. 4th down now.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And now before they run this 4th down play, we're going to get a timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And it appears the offense is going to try this again. They've yet to convert the first 3 times on 4th down, but they're going once more.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll try and throw for it here. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And they're going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. On 4th down, that turned out like a punt. Maybe he was better defensively there just to knock it down.
And you know they go over those situations. All right, 4th down, where's the ball? Where would we get the ball? But instinct takes over, and when it's in the air, they just go and get it. So it's hard to get on him for intercepting it, but the smart play would have been what you suggested. Knock it down and take over in a deeper position.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
He's going deep for Brown. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on, 3rd down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they did completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. And the trick play doesn't work. Good reaction there defensively, and it'll be 4th down. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Yards on the return that time. And it'll be Redskins football now with a 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And they'll get him down here at the 23. Call it a gain of 3. And it'll make it 2nd down. Operating from the gun, McCoy. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. It's a 4-yard pickup, and it'll be third down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Now McCoy. He's got a man open. He finds Simi Cobbs. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. McCoy now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, McCoy. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Back-to-back 11-yard gains, and they've got another first down. It's been a very one-sided game so far. They got to change what they're doing right now, don't they? You can't wait till the halftime speech to make an adjustment.
No, you can't, because if you're doing it right, you're adjusting from series to series, and they need a big adjustment here to try and put some points on the board.
Throwing on first down, McCoy. That's into the hands of Cobbs, right side. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. So 5 plays on this drive, Charles. All passes, all completions. And just like that, they're in the red zone.
And don't you think the playbook opens up a little bit more now? Because all they've done is throw the football. If you want to run it now, you may very well have them fooled.
Flush to his right. 12 more yards there and another first down. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. A final shot before break. McCoy. And this is caught in the end zone. It's Dotson for the Redskins touchdown. Josh Doctson, as time expires in the first half. And the Redskins are able to close the gap just a bit. Hopkins with the extra point. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. So out now come the Redskins. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never wanted to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Tavon Young. And nearly a touchdown as they finally stop him down at about the 3-yard line. He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone. But if they don't score now, if they don't get a touchdown...
And he will force his way into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Alex Collins, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens have used the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's able to get up here to the 26. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll make it second down. To throw on second down, McCoy. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. Throwing now, Jackson on first down, being chased out left. He's going, and for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Troy Apke, and he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away, now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. 7 yards on the play, and it'll bring up a second down. Looking to throw on second down. McCoy. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Well, we progressed through the preseason, so let's prognosticate about the regular season. NFC.
Can we overanalyze?
Yeah, I want to overanalyze, too. Right. NFC, the 4 divisions, who do you have winning them?
Let's start in the East. The Philadelphia Eagles won the Super Bowl last year, got better in the offseason. I think they...
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by the longtime Charger, Eric Weddle. Oh, he's got a little daylight.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
And the Redskins do get to him. He goes down for a sack. Jonathan Allen, he's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. Play action. It's Jackson. Open receiver. That's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down. On third down, Jackson. A right side catch by Crabtree. They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down. And now before they run this play on 4th and 1, we're going to get a break and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. John Harbaugh going to roll the dice. They're going for it on 4th down.
Back 99 Philly, here we go. Detroit, here we go now.
4th down, here's Jackson. And that is going to be incomplete. John Harbaugh not afraid to go for it this time. Doesn't work out. And the Redskins defense going to take over on the turnover on downs. A good starting spot for the Redskins as they come up 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit. But they'll say it's incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. On 2nd and 10, Smith. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 6 yards on the pickup, and they're going to face a 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, Smith. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. Give him 3 on the play, and it'll be 4th down. They are going for it. It's Smith. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. Well, they've clearly made a conscious decision here to be more aggressive in the late stages of this game here in the second half.
And I get it. In this situation, if you want to be aggressive out near midfield, you feel good about your defense maybe, or just, hey, I thought I had a proper play call. But how about the guys that just stopped them? How good do they feel right?
Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Michael Crabtree, 47 yards. And the Ravens will add on to their lead. Tucker with the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. And here come the Redskins now. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
A deep ball for Dotson. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. Throwing on third down, Smith steps away to his left. He may try and run for this. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up fourth down.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's third down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the first down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. Now a first down throw. It's Smith. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Smith on first down. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. It'll be a gain of 4, and that'll make this a second down. Throwing again is Smith. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup, and that's going to lead to a third down. 3rd and 2, Smith. He finds his target. It's Crowder. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. To the air again, Smith. Forced out to his left. And he will score. Touchdown, Washington. Alex Smith taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Redskins are able to cut into that deficit. Now Smith. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone, and that cuts the lead a bit further. Here's Hopkins now out to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Ravens offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offense's sails because they had it going pretty good last time too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, it doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
He's going to rifle one deep left side, and it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. Jackson now. Caught left side to Crabtree. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. They have certainly looked his way in this third quarter. Another catch, and it's good for a first down. Now a give to Collins. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be second and 6. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production.
Here we go now.
And again, it's Collins. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the...
And this is caught! It's a big play there for Baltimore. 49 yards. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me.
And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Alex Collins, his second touchdown of the night. And the Ravens will extend their lead. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. The bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
The Redskins offense now, they get set to take over here. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Smith, dancing to his left. Looking long for his tight end. And got his man, complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. They give him a gain of 38. On 1st and 10, Smith. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by the longtime Charger, Eric Weddle. And he is all the way up past the 25.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent. And now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Looking deep. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked on by Troy Apke. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line. He was looking for Crabtree that time. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman?
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
With the Eagles?
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. After the interception, here's Smith. And he drops this off to Thompson, complete. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. Call it a gain of 5, and it'll be second down. From the gun, here's Smith. Flushed out right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
The drive starts with a run by Collins. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. It's a gain of 4, and it gets him the first.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that... Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 48 yards. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
Buying time to the ball comes out, and this will get out of bounds right at the line of scrimmage. So fortunately, they're able to hold on to the possession.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. The ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man. Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow him down.
And he's brought down, but not before reaching the 8-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They go play action here on 1st down. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
Brandon, remind me again, this is a rookie quarterback we're seeing?
A rookie indeed.
I mean, because my eyes are telling me something I'm having trouble believing. 5 touchdown passes. He's thrown 5 in this game. Are you kidding me?
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Now the Redskins offense, they get set to go back to work here. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. 2nd and 10. Smith again. Airing one out for Crowder. It's caught inside the 25. And he is taken down deep in Baltimore territory.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Now it's Smith. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. And this one will be brought back to the 22. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little.
And now here's another interception. Picked off by the linebacker, Zach Brown. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the fourth quarter, trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. The only people are really happy about those picks.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith. And the return will stop them well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line. Time for a break. This one, all over but the shouting. We'll finish it after this. They run with Collins. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. Tackle made there by Zach Brown.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Now let's go. Blue, landing.
They go again with Collins. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Now Jackson on third down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. Sheds off the tackle. So a change of possession here on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Redskins offense now, they head back onto the field. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget.
And now here is another interception. Picked up.
If the squad ain't with me, then it ain't right.